Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Framed podcast. Today, you're joining myself, Charlie. Craig is back on, and we've got a returning special guest. We've got Matty back on, who was last on for Gen V, I believe. So, keep it in line
It's
with the
very
franchise.
on brand for me to be back for the boys, especially the Kiwi relation. You know, I'm an expert, so it's glad to be here.
It's great to have you back on. What we've got on today is we haven't got any news to discuss this week, but we are going to talk about that Vought Rising trailer that has dropped this week. We've got two small The Boys themed games, and then we're going to get into the bulk of season 5 and, of course, that finale and discuss all our thoughts on it. But let's kick things off with that Vought Rising trailer. What do we think? Are we excited that the universe is carrying on? How are we feeling about it?
Well, Matt, you lead this one.
I know so many people are just like in the franchise, like they think they're doing too much. Like I'm glad the boys has wrapped up, because if they kept that going, I don't want to be seeing too much about that, and they would have just, as people are already saying, continued to ruin it. But I love the universe, so like any sort of inkling into like how it started, that sort of thing. You're getting more Soldier Boy, which obviously we were robbed a little bit of at the end of this season. So I think the trailer looks pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're getting more Aya Cash, which I think she was great at Stormfront.
Yes.
We get to see more of like Bomb Sight, and there's a lot of things in the finale which we get to want to know more about. That scene where Soldier Boy comes across that guy in
The doctor like on the wall.
Yeah, the doctor on the wall.
Yeah.
Sort of The Last of Us, very much was referencing that. So we're going to see a bit more of that, which I think people have referenced that might be his brother or some sort of relation.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see that, and it'll just be interesting to see how it all came about and how it started and how these normal people became the original Supes. So yeah, to be honest with you, I'm super excited. So bring it on.
Yeah. I like the fact that all the Supes in this show are going to be V1 Supes, so they're going to be a lot more unhinged in power level compared to what we're used to. I think also we have a lot of Supes, but they are with that refined version where their abilities are a bit more stable, whereas we've seen from Soldier Boy that they're a bit more of a loose cannon. So
because what was it like? They tested it on like so many people they referenced, but only like a handful of them, like 10 or something, survived, or even less than that. So it is that raw V1.
I hope we see a bit more of Godolkin as well.
He'll be in there.
Obviously,
definitely.
From around
He'll be for sure.
And it'll just be interesting because obviously Gen V, we'll talk about the Gen V lot in this obviously, but the fact that Gen V's been cancelled, they're supposedly doing the Boys Mexico, which will be quite good.
I forgot that thing's a real thing.
Diego Luna, which is a great lead. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they're doing some more stuff with the boys, and they ended it where it needed to be. So I'm excited.
I liked what you pointed out once, Charlie, where obviously with Soldier Boy in the season 5 of the boys, and it's called Vought Rising, and Stan Edgar's back in charge, and they could do that thing of like it's Vought Rising back in the 1950s, and then cut to like modern day, and it's Vought Rising again after post Homelander.
Yeah. They can play it both sides. What was the show that recently did that? It would almost be like what's it called? Monarch, where you have the stuff in the past and then you have the future stuff as well.
You get the flashbacks.
Yeah. So you'd have like everything going on in the 1950s, but then you also cut back to what's going on with Soldier Boy now.
I wouldn't put it past them, but then that would only mean they would kind of have to continue the boys universe after the actual boys. So
I mean, he may show up in like the Boys Mexico or something.
Yeah, I think the Boys Mexico is set 5 months after. So
okay, so Stan Edgar goes to Mexico.
I don't think this is going to be the end we see of Soldier Boy. I don't think.
No,
I'd hope so because
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Such a good character, man.
It still feels so lost to me that like Gen V is cancelled.
I don't get why everyone's so surprised. I never thought there was going to be a season 3, because their whole thing was they were tying it between seasons of the boys to add extra context and stuff. So we knew the boys was ending season 5. So I myself never expected season 3.
I'm just confused by the whole situation. I think with Gen V, I think you've got this series which you've had these characters that have developed quite well, and I've actually enjoyed watching the characters. Like season 2, the whole arc of it was the fact that Marie Moreau was trying to control her powers, and then obvious spoilers ahead for the boys, but the fact that, you know, in the finale, all she does is just drives people off to Canada. You just think, oh,
she's like an Uber driver.
Yeah, she became an Uber driver. Like, what was the point? I think that's the big question hanging over Gen V was what was the point of it? What was the whole point of it? Because
and especially since it would have worked as a standalone show. It
Yeah,
didn't obviously it had a little cameo here and there from characters from the boys, which is always nice to see, and the stories are kind of tied together. But and it's like true form of just a superhero college that would work by itself, and so they didn't need to tie it into season 3 and season 4 and season 5, and then waste it like they did.
Yeah, I think as well. I heard that, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Eric Kripke said that they were originally going down a route where Marie Moreau was involved in the end of Homelander, but they had to change it because early reactions and thoughts about that was not, you know, positively received, and they were like, okay, let's change it. So let's turn her into an Uber driver.
Yeah, because he said.
Could you imagine Homelander's reaction though to being attacked by period blood or something, like some disgusting blood? Like he would think that's filthy.
I mean, he went down a weird route down the end when he was powerless, didn't he? But you know.
Yeah, he might be into that stuff, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, he might too, won't he?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's discuss the boys in a sec.
I saw a thing saying that Kripke was saying that her driving off was supposed to be like her passing, Annie passing the torch to her as the good soup that people are supposed to follow. But one, it didn't feel like, and two, it's the best way to do that to be as an Uber driver.
Yeah. Well, she got to Mexico.
Even if that was the setup, it's like there's a much better way to do that. But like,
for sure.
with characters like Zoe and Ryan that are now hitting that sort of like 18 age range where they would be naturally in that cast, it feels even more strange to cancel that show. Especially as they introduce like teenage kicks in this one as well. They introduced a lot of youthful characters in season 5. They didn't go anywhere. So it's like,
I mean, they could go down a very similar route to the likes of, you know, Marvel and DC, you know, the whole Teen Titans or Young Avengers sorts of things, and do something like that. But I don't think, you know, what would be the point? We haven't, you know, I don't know.
I think it was just very, very wasted in this season 5. That's one of my negatives. Is I think they did set it up to do something and then just didn't. Like we all said, made her an Uber driver. Emma Cricket fucking came out of nowhere. Like she hadn't been in any of the other episodes, and it was just like, "Oh, hi, I'm here. Oh, I'm going to leave the conversation now. I'll sorry." Just so that she was there.
Do you see Maddie Phillips said she didn't even know that her picture was going to be on the wall in episode 6? They just put it there. Didn't even ask for consent.
She how good she could have played a massive part in the fucking season with her controlling. And the season 4 ended with them being rounded up by Sam and forgetting Maddie Phillips' name. They were working for Homelander in that.
Kate, wasn't it? Kate.
Yeah, Kate. And then obviously in the last season of Gen V, they kind of flipped back. So they would have been such a more interesting character to contribute.
Yeah. Just wasted. It's just wasted, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Wasted.
Yeah. GTA.
Yeah, it is, man.
Okay. I've got our first game for us to play.
Okay.
It is quite simple. It is a boys' characters bracket.
Yeah.
So, how many have I got here? Should have counted beforehand.
It's alright, I already know the winner, but...
Okay, I've got 24.
Okay.
So I'm going to reel them off in pairs, and then we should hopefully get a winner, okay? Mm-hmm. So this is going to be your boys' character bracket. Characters go in 1v1 against each other to find out who the ultimate character of the boys is. First up, you have the Deep or Homelander.
I'm assuming this is favorite, not power scaling, right?
Favorite, yeah.
That's a filthy matchup to start with.
Homelander for me.
Homelander, absolutely.
Okay.
But putting the Deep up against him first round is rough.
Yeah.
We've got Maeve or Noir 1.
I like these specified. When did Noir 1 leave?
It's end of season 3.
I liked Maeve. She had a bit more character narrative to her.
Maeve.
Yeah.
Okay. Got Noir 2 or Starlight?
I'm going to go Starlight.
Yeah.
Butcher or MM?
Butcher. He's
Yeah,
probably
but
Butcher.
like MM, like good character.
Yeah,
He's a great
I
character.
would have loved to see him get his full circle moment of Soldier Boy, but then also I don't because we love Soldier Boy. But yeah, Butcher.
Okay. Frenchie or Ashley?
It's Ashley for me.
Such a weird pairing.
These are completely randomized thanks to the incredible tool that is ChatGPT. I put in the list and said mix them up.
I mean, I wouldn't even know where to go with that one. Do you know what? I'm gonna put Ashley on that one. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think she's like underrated. Not underrated because everyone like loves her, but the fact that
She's just
she
funny.
survived all 5 seasons,
she had
hilarious.
the funniest scene of season 5 for me, but I'll get into that a bit later.
Yeah. No, I think she's absolutely up there with one of the best characters.
Kimiko or Ryan?
Kimiko for me.
Yeah, Ryan wasted.
Kimiko
Yeah,
post pre season 5.
Yeah, fair. Ryan before they changed an actor to be 6 years older.
Stan Edgar or A Train?
Oh, that's another good one. Like Stanig is just like no one could do it like Giancarlo Esposito, but
Yeah,
I think it's A Train.
SLVA train.
Yeah.
I watched that
Especially
scene again
like
earlier.
season 5 redeeming, like he's getting that little bit of redemption arc.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
I saw that scene again earlier. Stan Edgar. It's like simply bad product. I love that scene in Homelander's reaction. Okay,
I do love
the next
how
one.
Stanig is like the only one that's just not scared of Homelander.
Yeah,
Or he's just not showing it. Yeah, he has a funny way of
Yeah,
not
well,
showing it.
Homelander can't detect it, so like he's doing it well.
Yeah, that's true.
okay, this one is obviously two, heavy hitters, big players in the boys' universe. Supersonic or Translucent?
They really win.
I mean,
Wait,
Translucent went out in what the first, second, or something episode, didn't he?
which one's
It's actually the
Supersonic?
4th. He's in it a lot longer.
Oh shit!
Which one's Supersonic?
The one that sung the song about. Actually, I don't really want to say what the song's about.
You mean
License to Drive.
He what?
He sung that song, License to Drive.
License to Drive.
Season 3, he got absolutely murked by Homelander in like one episode.
When you said singing, I was like, you mean Allfather?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
that guy. Nah, fuck Supersonic. I'll go Translucent.
Oh, Supersonic, her Starlight's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was weird, man.
Translucent, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know what that License to Drive song was about? Because Kripke revealed it the other week.
No.
Don't think I saw that. I can.
You have your driver's license now, so you're old enough for
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, when you're like licensed to drive, I was like, I'm trying to remember the song, but I was like, I know they were like
disgusting.
teenagers. Her and Starlight were like teenagers, so I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be something creepy about like that.
It's got nothing on Raise 'Em Up though.
No, banger.
We got here's a tough one. Soldier Boy and Huey.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Goodbye, I love Huey. I love Huey, but Soldier Boy is so.
He is
so
good, but
he's got the best
or Firecracker.
Say again.
Sage or Firecracker.
Sage.
Yeah, I think
Sage
she also
is
added to Gen V as well, so like
Yeah.
that helped as well.
Got Oh Father or Lamplighter.
Just because Raise 'Em Up, I'll go Oh Father.
Just because Raise Him Up and the way he died.
Yeah.
And your last one for the first round, Terror or Newman.
Gotta be Terror. What a goat.
Much to disagree with what Ken said about Terra. I love that dog. Terra.
Okay. Round 2, Homelander or Maeve.
Homelander.
I think I've worked out who's winning this.
I mean, I picked it before.
We have got Starlight or Butcher.
Butcher.
Yeah, Butcher.
We got Ashley or Kimiko.
Kimiko.
I'm Ashley on that one, but I'll let you have Kimiko. Pre-season 5.
We've got A Train or Translucent.
A-Train.
A-Train.
Soldier Boy or Sister Sage.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah. I was wondering if you, because I know you quite like Sister Sage A. I was wondering if you
yeah.
a bit of a toss up there, but no. Hey, Soldier Boy without a doubt.
Last one for
Anti-Captain
round
America.
2. Oh Father or Terror?
Terror. No, sorry, Oh Father.
Oh Father? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Terror got his own episode, but can't go quite that far.
That episode is wild. Okay, round 3. Homelander or Butcher?
Homelander.
Okay.
Knocks out the other heavy hitter.
We've got Kimiko or A-Train?
I'd go Kimiko personally.
Oh, she is good early. I'll give you Kimiko still, yeah.
Next we have got Oh Father or Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
The song's not carrying him to round 4 or whatever it is.
No.
Okay, round 4. This is a 3-way battle that you've got to pick your winner out of.
Okay.
And that is between Soldier Boy, Homelander, or Kimiko.
Homelander.
It's a very close one, but yeah, I'd say Homelander just.
If you, I thought you were going to say Homelander first, and I was just going to be like, yes.
Would you argue those are the 3 best written characters in the show?
Yeah.
The 3 best written, do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
think Homelander's
before season 5, I would put Butcher in it, but I think they butchered him in season 5.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, they tried to butcher Soldier Boy a tiny bit at the end, but not enough to like take him down as much as they did.
He's got the best
Butcher.
dialogue in the entire show.
Would you like
some
some
of the best
knee
lines
pads?
without a doubt? Oh please.
Wait, that's crazy. What do you mean? Oh please. Send that clip to Eli right now.
Do you know what the funniest part is? You like your your mic like cut in the middle of it for me. So I thought you said, "Do you want me to read some of his lines?" So I don't even know what you said. So we'll just go with it.
Oh well, I said, "Would you like some knee pads?" And you said, "Oh please." So,
I said, "Do you want me to read some of his lines?"
No, that was unfortunately not what I said.
He is.
And this
he is
will
good.
make the final cut.
Yes. No, keep it.
No, he's got some great lines this season, though.
He does.
Oh, he's so good, man.
Buddy, the Queen sat on this face. It's a national treasure. That's iconic.
Oh, as a British person, you must love that.
Great. One of the best lines of the show.
I'm trying to think, there were some other good ones this season, but I can't think what they were.
I think that was the standout.
Yeah.
Him and Homelander, their little like father-son relationship, I guess, going off this season. There was some gold moments, like Homelander in this fucking milk bath and like standing up, and
I wonder if we'll see any of like Homeland, the birth of Homelander or something in Vought Rising.
Or what was the one Soldier Boy had when he was in bed with Firecracker? And he's asking about like why you shaved down there or some shit. He's like, "Why if you're not getting a mouthful of bush or some shit, what's the point?" Something like that.
Some of the stuff is not safe for discussing right now.
That's the stuff you're gonna get more of in the 1950s of Vought Rising. You think he's tame now?
Yeah. Can I say one scene that I think annoyed me with Soldier Boy is how easily Homelander takes him down to put him back in the box.
Yeah. Like I know he is stronger than him. Like he is a more powerful suit than him. Sure, the V1 didn't like boost his powers like that. It's just the immortality thing. But he does literally just walk up behind him. He's like, "Sleep," and it's like gone. And I was like,
would Soldier Boy not try and blast, anything?
Something like do something to fight. But he just like took it. He's like, "Yeah, cool. Put me in my fridge."
Yeah.
It's even like
he's like, I'm sick of you. Just take me.
His first scene, and he's like, "There's some kind of incest shit."
Oh yeah. That was
so good. He puts on such a deep voice as well. He's so good.
He's one of the most like deranged characters ever, but it's so perfect.
I could watch the show just with him. Great. Like him having, there was one of the first episodes was they were obviously walking together to find the V1, and obviously he was like, I can't fly, so we're walking, and I was just sat there thinking I could happily sit and watch an episode of them just walking together and just chatting, because I think it'd be the best episode of all time. I think it's
that would
it's
actually be really good. Yeah.
Also, it's funny how it's always one of those two was just talking really chill, and the other one was just on rage mode all the time. Like, you'd have Soldier Boy
100%.
talking through him not being God, and then you'd have him screaming, like, I am God. Or you'd have, like, Homelander being like, oh, if we just fly, and he's like, you're not carrying me. It's like one of them was always crashing out.
Yeah, and
The
Homelander's
other
just
one
like calmly walking, and I'm like, he's never done this a day in his life like
Yeah.
this much, and he's probably just hating every second. But obviously
Right,
needed
what's game
it.
number 2, Mr. Charlie? What are we going?
Game number 2 is a very simple one. It's more just a discussion than a second game. I think we got to rank the seasons. The show's over. We're going to have our favourites. But the twist is, we don't get to do individual rankings. We've got a debate between ourselves. and pick
Collaborative.
between us. So I'll start off and say season 4 last.
I will back that.
Yeah, I'll also back that with you.
It also doesn't help that I realized the other day when I was thinking of season 4, I can't remember anything really when they get to the farm, which is probably like 3 episodes before the end or 2 episodes before. And I just remember like flying sheep, Newman getting ripped in half.
Great though.
Kentucky
And
Fried Massacre.
Homelander's blood scene in the elevator. Like, that's all I remember from that season, which clearly shows it's one of the weakest.
And you had all that weird shapeshift stuff with Starlight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And
also
the
Human
Teknite
Centipede
dungeon.
dude. Oh yeah, the Teknite dungeon. The Human Centipede dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Jack Quaid sat on a cake for Ashley.
See, that sort of shit I don't not remember until you've said it. So yeah, I'd put that last.
Yeah, we all agreed on that.
I go 5th. The last season, maybe 4th.
I've got one that goes below it for me. Do you want to say it?
I think Charlie's 2.
Yeah, I'd go 2 next.
2's Stormfront's one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like 2.
I like Stormfront's season. Is that also Kimiko's brother's season?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Stormfront. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot closer for me. I think because obviously you're 2, you're 5. The finale does a bit of weight.
Yeah, season 2 has the best finale. I'll say that.
What was season 2 finale?
You have the like girls get it done thing where it's like Maeve, Kimiko, and Annie fighting Stormfront. Ryan lasers up Stormfront and she goes back to Nazi mode. He also kills Becca.
Yeah, I think
Maeve gets Butcher and Ryan to go free because she says she'll release the Flight 37 video.
I think you're right. That finale's so good. I'm putting 5 in next in.
Yeah.
5, then 2.
Yeah.
Then these two seasons.
I
think 1 next.
I think mine's 1 and 3 on top.
3 is potentially one of my favorite seasons of television ever.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed season 3.
So good.
Yeah.
The origin.
There's no
Soldier Boy.
Slow moments. It just keeps going from strength to strength.
Mm.
And you had all the stuff with Payback.
Yeah.
Butcher and Huey getting powers for the first time.
Yeah. Huey and Butcher on Temp V.
Huey, Butcher said my favourite line of the whole show in that season as well.
What was that?
With great power comes the absolute guarantee that you'll become a right cunt.
I would then say 3, 1, 2, 5, 4.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Let us know yours.
I think everyone will have 4 at last.
What's insane is that after season 5, episode 1, I was like, if they keep this up, this could be the best season.
They started so strong.
Yeah.
Even episode 2, where you thought Soldier Boy was dead, and then he just like Undertaker's from the fucking gurney. Like those 2 episodes, I was like, damn, they're being bold, they're going for it, like they're killing people, like big characters off, and then it just fell away. It started falling away until a bit more.
It sort of ties in nicely to the boys' discussion now. Yeah, I do think that it did start off strong, it took a real big dip for a little bit, where I was getting really concerned about the finale. And then the finale did deliver. I thought the finale was great.
Yeah.
Considering the second to last episode, and everyone was saying it, and I agreed when I posted a video about it, it did not feel like the second to last episode. It didn't feel like there was one more episode, like an hour left of content that they were going to wrap everything up in, and that got me a bit worried. But then when we obviously got the finale, not everyone is agreeing, as go look at my comments. But for us, I think especially, like, they did wrap it up very well, especially from where they left it in episode 7.
Yeah.
So let's, before we go any further in the discussion, I'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. We'll give our rating of the final season of The Boys out of 10. I'll let you have a little think about it.
Yeah, all right.
Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, 7.
7.
8.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Great, you kick off?
So what was that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I put it as an 8 just because I do feel like they tied some things up quite nicely. I'll start with the negatives and why it's not like a full 10. I do think, there are areas that did annoy me a little bit. I'm not saying there's so many loose ends, because I understand they can't tie everything up in the whole series because it would just be silly, but I think perhaps I would have liked to have seen more of a fight between Butcher and Homelander pre Powerless. I think that would have been good to do that. I think they also, in the posters, sort of teased us a little bit with the fact that, scorched earth and all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more of like a bigger or a larger soup battle or something, outside the White House where, I know they do it in the comics where there are some like medium level soups that, fight outside the White House, and, Homelander and Butcher are going at it, and I think I would have liked to have seen something along those lines. Also, the Gen V stuff was a little bit weird. Why show them up? I just didn't feel that was necessary for the story. I feel like we could have just either had more of them, like more of a reason why they were in there, or just not include them at all, and just more of the actual White House scenes. And I think the fact that, I think I would have liked more, it sounds brutal, but I would have liked more death. I just feel like in the comics we did get quite a bit. And we didn't get as much of that. I do think it was a bit of a cop-out. But other than that, I thought, parts of it were really good. I thought it was, Homelander and Anti-Star in that finale was great. I thought the fact that when he went powerless and, sort of went back to the first bit where, A-Train said to him, when you're powerless, you're going to be whiny and wincey and all that sort of stuff. And he went back to it, and he was, asking all these sorts of things that, were great, because I think, it showed a really weird and different side to Homelander, where we saw him scared for the first time, and obviously the crowbar, which was a huge part of the comics, was used. And I just thought, the way they tied it up with Butcher and Huey was great, and how they've sort of gone back to the roots of, Huey owning a tech shop and, naming their baby Robin. I saw, a couple of things were tied up really nicely, and it was sort of like a really well done finale, and it definitely wasn't like a Game of Thrones or Stranger Things thing. So that's where I stand on it.
The fact that people are comparing it to Game of Thrones and How I Met Your Mother and Stranger Things and like the final seasons is wild to me. Like, I don't, like we said, we have it as one of the second worst out of all of the Boys seasons, but it's by no means that level of shit, basically.
I was concerned about it for sure.
Yeah,
I was thinking, what are they going to do in this finale? I did say in my penultimate episode review sort of thing, I was like, I really hope they don't sort of go down a route of Kimiko as the one that blasts him. But and I was like, oh god, they did. But it was sort of a little bit poetic how she was the one to do that after Homelander sort of killed Frenchie in a way, where he sort of trapped him in there and didn't do that. But I wasn't.
No, he did kill Frenchie.
Yeah, because I got that in the comments. I was like, he did do something to him, but people are like, no, Homelander didn't do anything. He was just killed by the
radiation.
But
That's
Homelander technically at the same
but
time.
There was a BTS photo, and like, don't get me wrong, people are like, I don't want to find out about this in a BTS photo. And it's like Homelander like cutting his stomach with his finger.
So yeah, he would have done something, wouldn't he? A little bit of a.
He did, yeah. Either way, he was crucial to him dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will say about the finale, and I thought was one of my favorite moments, was when it was the finale, wasn't it? Where Sister Sage her powers were taken at the start of the episode.
Yeah.
And then they're obviously going off their way to try and stop Homelander. And she's like, "Do you know what? I'm done. I'm done now. I'm going to go and live and enjoy my life and go to Harry Potter Studios and just have a great time."
Harry Potter
World. Like, do you know what? Perfect.
Same.
That's great. That's great.
If I lived in the boys' universe, that's what I'd be doing too. I mean,
yeah, she was great.
I saw a great TikTok and it was like Butcher, Huey, everyone fighting at the White House, and it was like Sister Sage, and it was just like POV YouTube videos of like the Harry Potter rides at Universal.
I just thought she was such a good character. The fact that she was doing her own little plan, and her own plan was basically to just live alone and read, and that was her own reason. And I thought that was great. And when she did get her powers taken away, and she was just like,
was it a callback to the Deep when they said Firecracker was in a better place than he said Orlando?
Maybe a little bit, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was so funny, that line.
I've seen people, right? I don't know how this is sort of any discussion, but I've seen people going, I really wish that the Deep survived and was able to redeem himself, but he had so many options to redeem himself throughout the entire series, and he did some of the worst stuff imaginable. And he's just like, do you know what? That was it. And I just thought it was really great how Starlight was the one to do it, but also it was the fish that did it. And I just thought, that was because he survives in the comics. He just goes and lives alone, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
So I was, I thought the fact that he was done in the comics was a really great end to sort of Starlight and having her,
even at the end, she still gave him one last. She's like, "You don't need to do this." She wasn't trying to fight him right away, and then he's "No, fuck that." And then she's like, "All right, fine. You want to do this? We're doing this."
Yeah. Did you not find it? Did you not find it a little bit convenient that she flew him to a beach?
I don't think she flew him to a beach. So many times you've seen superhero movies, especially when one character can fly and one can't, that they tackle each other, and because they're wrestling or fighting in midair or whatever, they crash land somewhere. So I don't think she's "Oh, I'm going to take him to the beach. We're going to have a nice beach day out."
Because it just felt a little convenient to me, because it's she didn't know that the fish hated him.
Yeah, but also people are saying that "Oh, why would you take him to the beach where he's most powerful?" It's on the sand. No, he's not. He's not Katara. He can't bend water. He's not Percy Jackson. He doesn't get stronger or heal in water. All he can do is talk to fish, and if he can't exactly tell the fish to come out onto the beach and help him fight Starlight. So I don't think there's that big an issue in that. Yeah. There's issues in the season. And the fact that everyone's focusing on that, I'm there's bigger flaws in the writing to worry about than that.
Also, the fact that, the penultimate episode, a cameo from Samuel L. Jackson as a hammerhead shark was amazing.
I was about to say, I did really, when he did go into the ocean, I was like, okay, he's fucked now. I was hoping it was going to be Samuel L. Jackson come back and do it, but I was like, I guess I could only afford him for one episode.
Intrigued. I was like, what are they going to do is, people were sure, how could he not swim fast? And it's well, he wasn't actually swimming fast. He was always on the back of it.
Again, that's not one of his powers, yeah.
He doesn't
his
swim
thing
fast.
He just talk to fish.
Yeah, he's able to communicate and live with them. He's basically just...
Hence why, like I said, he rides them. He can't fucking swim fast himself.
Did you know that the shark that he swam to A-Train in episode 1 of the season was the Samuel L. Jackson shark?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Because I saw someone put it up the other day. It's he calls that shark. He's like, thanks, I think it's Xander. And then that's what that one's called. Samuel Jackson.
I didn't notice that.
Obviously one of his friends, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I did sort of like the arc between him and Noir too. I thought, that was quite an interesting thing, because obviously he does kill him in the comics, and I was wondering how he'd do it, but people are like, oh, how has Noir gone down that easy? But at the same time, I don't think Noir was as strong as first Noir, was he? He was just...
No. He was just an actor that they got. I mean, he obviously was a suit, but he wasn't the level of durability and fighting that and strength that I mean, this one could fly. The other Black and White couldn't fly, so it's they had different powers.
He was also narcoleptic, wasn't he, the new one?
Yeah.
Did he fall asleep mid-fight with Butcher in season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was alright, but I think I think they brought back a couple of characters. Obviously, one of them was the Legend, which I thought was quite an interesting little arc. Because he was one of the first people, or the only people that really stood up to Homelander and wasn't scared, and also he survived an interaction with him, which I just thought was really quite interesting. A little part of it, which was quite good actually. So, yeah,
it's a good season overall. I think people have been a little bit too harsh on it.
I think people are way too harsh on it, and I think people will always be harsh on shows like that. Because
yeah, I think the mid-season was definitely weaker than where they started and where they ended, but I don't think every episode can be up to that same caliber. But
I think
I do think that maybe that fifth episode could have been reworked or taken out and give them some more disposable runtime.
I think the penultimate episode, someone commented on my video, had like a 6.7 rating or something like that, and they're like, it's the lowest in the entire series, right? And I was like, if you're in 5 seasons of television, if your lowest episode is a 6.7, you've been treated to good fucking TV.
Yeah, I do agree. I don't think it's even the finale. I think was rated like a 6 or 6.6.
6.2, I believe.
6.2 now.
I don't understand the reason for that, because people know Homelander was meant to go. I don't understand what people wanted, because I know they have the source material when Noir was technically a clone of Homelander, and it was all of this sort of stuff. But Eric Kripke didn't want to go down that route. He wanted it to be Homelander as his own thing, and I don't think they did the wrong thing with not doing that arc of Noir being a clone.
Don't get me wrong. I think some of it was safe, but I don't think it was bad. And there's a difference there, which I feel like some people are like confusing. They're like, oh, it was safe and therefore it's bad. It's like, well, no. Safe means it could have been better, sure, but it is by no means bad. They did a good, solid job of what they needed to do.
Yeah, people were just like, oh, how can Homelander not, battle Huey and not Huey, Butcher and Ryan?
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, Ryan is a kid. Butcher, yes, he was powerful with his powers, but at the same time, Homelander had V1, and also I do think it made him a little bit weaker than what he was before. I do think I do believe that. I do believe that it made him weaker when he took it, because I think we've seen when he does fly, and he'll go away even when,
in like an instant.
Yeah, I just feel like after fighting it sort of deteriorate him a little bit, because he just couldn't fly that quick. I just thought, how are you not getting up there quicker? Do you know what I mean?
I did really like though when he because before when Frenchie died and he said, "Oh, we managed to replicate the experiment." My first instinct was he was just bullshitting to like scare him. So we didn't actually know that yet until later. And then when Homelander sees for the first time that Kimiko actually does have the power now, you can see he's like scared, and that's why he tries to fly away. He's like, I need to get out of here. And obviously none of them could fly, so if he managed to get away, he was gone. So then like that Ryan entrance coming in to tackle him, I loved it.
Yeah, I thought Ryan coming in was very, it was great. And the fact that Ryan's now living off with MM and his family is just...
I liked that he didn't end up with like Butcher, because Butcher was like, oh, your mum would be great, like happy for us now that we can be a family. And I liked how he was like, no, my dad was like an awful person. He needed to go, but you're not much better. And so you don't deserve like that as well. That's like, yes, you may not deserve to die like he did, but I don't want to be like a happy family with you because you're also a bad person.
One question I saw people sort of discuss about, and there's not been really any answer to it, but obviously when Kimiko used her chest blast, and obviously Butcher and Homelander lost their powers, and so did Ryan.
Yeah.
People were like, how did Ryan lose his powers? Because he didn't have anything in his blood. He was just genetics. Like,
he confirmed it yesterday.
Is it what I said? Because before you say how he confirmed it, what I was saying was, if you think about like your blood type, you get your blood type from your parents. You can't, if you're, I don't know what the things are exactly, but like, say your mum's a O negative and your dad's a B positive or some shit, you can't be an A, for example. So therefore, if, he's natural born soup from Homelander, he's going to have some sort of the same blood, and therefore V would be in his blood.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
That was my theory.
He basically just said he has still got his powers because he now wants a spin-off. And he said he's still got his powers, but he just didn't say it to Butcher so that Butcher didn't kill him.
So you're saying he's not natural born. He was just born as a normal kid, and then they gave him it.
Oh no, so he was born as a suit.
No, sorry. You're saying he still kept his powers.
He still kept his powers in the blast, but he
Right.
lies.
Sorry.
He
Yeah.
lies
Yeah.
about it because obviously Butcher has that thing. I think it's a lot in season 4, where it's sort of like, well, Ryan's just as bad as Homelander. He probably needs to go as well.
Yeah.
Or it might be season 3.
Yeah,
that's when
fair.
Ryan turns to Homelander, I think. Because Butcher, I think he says something like, "You're just as bad as him" or something.
Yeah.
There's a line like that, I think, that he says. But yeah, no. The guy that plays Ryan wants a spin-off about, like, all focused on natural born supes and how powerful they get. Because he was like, because he said you got Vought Rising looking at V1. This show looks at Compound V. They should look at one in a few years that is on natural born supes, especially with, like, you'll have Huey and Starlight's kid as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and Newman's kid and all this sort of stuff.
Technically, isn't Marie a born soup? Or is she?
No, I think
her parents weren't soups.
But wasn't she part of the same thing as Homelander?
Oh,
she was.
Oh, but Homelander was injected with V, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
She
was just that Project Odessa of the same thing as Homelander.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that.
So I think the only one is Ryan, and I think it's just Ryan because Newman gave Zoe and everything. So it's just and then Robin, the new Robin, one day.
Yeah, I mean they could do stuff. It'd be interesting.
I did see a lot of people saying how weird it was they named their child Robin.
I don't think it's weird though. It's not like people. I saw this conversation online actually. People are like, "How can you name his ex, his baby after his ex?" It's also at the same time they're not exes. He lost her for this incident.
True. Yeah.
At the same time, he never, they probably would have been together still. Do you know what I mean? Or you never know. But I think the fact that they did that was a real honor to her. It wasn't the fact that he left her; he lost her.
Yeah.
So I think that was a fine thing to do, and I don't see the issue with that at all.
It'd be like Butcher doing it with like Becca, which sounds a lot more like normal. I did at first. My first instinct was like wholesome 360 moment, and then I just saw everyone's comments, and I was like, they're like, oh, they should have called it Billy or like this thing, and I'm like, naming it after Butcher would probably be weirder.
Yeah, calling it.
I saw a hilarious TikTok, and I can't for the life of me remember who posted it, but it was so brilliant. It was like Huey's son speaking to his dad in a few years, and it was like, "Dad, why is my sister called Robin?" And he was like, "Oh, well, you see, because like this happened." And then he's like, "Oh, okay, I get it, Dad." And he goes, "Yeah, no problem, Reggie," which is obviously A-Train's name. That's really good.
I think, oh, yeah, the next one's definitely Reggie. And then after that...
Imagine if they were like, "Oh, keep your mum safe, Kevin," and just named it after the Deep.
Honestly.
So the next 3 are Reggie, Kevin, and John. I think one of the other things that was just like I said, there are issues with the writing. There are genuine issues that people can have with it and arguments for why it wasn't good, and some of those are valid. But the ones that were just focusing on the wrong details, like Ken's like, oh, why could Homelander not fight Butcher after they were depowered? And I was like, because he's tiny. Like, he's just an ordinary 40-year-old man.
Remember as well, right? The fact that when he got his powers taken away, he's had his powers for life.
Exactly. He's never had to lift anything, really.
This strength, isn't he? But can you imagine having all of that power to then be taken away to be like, okay, I don't know how well to use my punches now.
Yeah.
Billy Butcher was
years of training.
He's he's a monster.
He has years of training as well. Yeah, years of military training. Grew up getting his ass beat by his dad trying to protect his brother, and just like the type of person he is, you can assume he was getting in fights at school, at football games, like every chance he could get. Like, of course he's gonna beat him in a hand-to-hand, no power fight. Homelander's just a dude that's he was acting like he was built like Dave Bautista, like he should, beat him in a fight every time. And I was like, those are not the things you should be focusing on for the season if you want to critique it for negative reasons.
Yeah. Also, for like Homelander, if he literally just goes like that, no intent, if he just moves, surely that with his V will hit someone like a punch. he doesn't know.
More than, yeah.
He doesn't know that he needs to put the power into it to actually do something.
So now he'll just be like...
He'll just be like
expecting
this,
them to go flying
expecting
across the
them to
room.
go flying across. He doesn't understand that he needs to throw.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
On that, I mean, it's Anthony Starr, man. What a performance from him.
Genuinely
I've got him up there with Heath Ledger's Joker now, personally.
I personally would rank him higher than Heath Ledger's Joker.
I think because he had so long, like obviously Heath Ledger's Joker is one film, 2.5 hours long or whatever. What he did in that was incredible, but because Homelander had so much time to like soak into the character and like become Homelander for so many seasons, I would probably edge him a little bit higher as well.
And then he'll go down in history as one of the greatest, easily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nothing will be that scene in season 4 when he's like cackling in the chair when he goes back.
Yeah,
and that laugh was insane.
Yeah, and he references in season 5, like, you know, the memes. I've seen the memes, and it's just like, yes, he's done the memes, but also it's the memes in real life. You know, the memes that we're always going to have. You know,
him getting lifted into the air.
You know, the final meme is the best.
Things. Oh, he's just
that last one.
Bro, that scene was so funny. he like already tried to laser beam and it didn't work, so clearly you don't have your powers.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on, let me just fly.
That little whimper that he does before he just gets obliterated as well. He's like,
oh, that's my goat. Good. That's my goat, man.
Oh, it's such
he's incredible.
It's such a great show, and I'm so glad that we got it.
Me too. And it didn't overstay its welcome. It did everything right. Yes, there were a couple of flaws, but it's you know, one of the best seasons of television, one of the best shows on television, some of the best castings of all time.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm super excited to see what they do next with any of their spin-offs. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's funny because like I always thought The Boys Mexico got announced first and Vought Rising was after, but yeah, all of a sudden Vought Rising's like coming out soonish.
They filmed it already. That's all done. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Mexico, I'm like, is that even still happening?
Was a post The Boys, whereas the Vought Rising one could just be started as soon as.
God, yeah. Oh, Eli.
What guy?
How have we got a wild Eli?
Let's wrap up The Boys. Do it, Charlie. Let's do it.
Yeah, right, that is everything covered in The Boys Season 5. Thank you, Matty, for joining us this week, and the surprise guest cameo from It's Only Eli, who will be in the next episode, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching.